Flashback.
I wanted everything in the game to be made fully by me, and I didn't have enough time to learn how to use Blender, so I began making some. Well, now I do have the time to learn Blender. A few weeks ago, I tried making my first Roblox game in 3 days, and the video ended up doing really well. But the game is kind of trash, so there's a lot of things that I want to change in it. And one of those things is the lobby. So in this video, I'm going to be attempting to learn Blender in 3 days so that I can revamp my lame, ugly studio-built lobby to a very cool and crazy Blender-built lobby. The first thing I did was look for a tutorial on YouTube. I found one by a Roblox YouTuber, watched it for 3 seconds, then decided I was practically a Blender genius, and went over to the website to install it. The first thing I thought when I opened Blender was, oh my god, what the heck? And I knew this wasn't going to be easy. I was used to Roblox Studios controls, and the transition felt like a baby learning how to walk suddenly gets placed in a Lamborghini and told to drive. But I am that baby. So anyway, on day 1 I watched 2 tutorials on the basics of Blender movement while I practiced along with them. From what I watched, it seemed like Blender is really shortcut dependent, so it's pretty overwhelming trying to remember all of the controls and different keybinds. I began recording at about 7:30 p.m, and my last footage on this day was recorded at around 12 a.m. So while I did take breaks in between, I did spend a lot of time on this day trying to get a feel for Blender. After an extremely embarrassing first attempt at a rock, what is that? I found a tutorial that went over a few low poly models, and following that, I was able to make a semi-decent rock. After that, I spent a while working on some grass parts. Adjusting the vertices was kind of frustrating, so it doesn't look that good, but I got lazy and just accepted it. A few hours later, I went back to make a second grass model just for some variety. In the blueprint I made for my new lobby design, there are big mountainy walls surrounding the whole area, which you've probably seen a lot in like every other game. So I got to work on that, and I think they actually came out pretty well. The last model I made on day 1 was a tree. It did take me like 20 minutes, but I think it was easier to make than I was expecting. I only made 1 tree model, but I am planning on making more on the later days. Hey guys, Editor Forrest here to interrupt with a brief intermission. I just wanted to say thank you for the support on my first video. I didn't expect so many people to see it, and the amount of positive comments seriously means the world to me. So at the end of this video, I'm going to be showcasing a lot of them. Also, if you enjoy my videos, then I recommend checking out Comically Unfunny. He makes similar content but much more consistently, and he's really good at Blender. Now, back to the video. On day 2, I went on to Pinterest to look at some light post designs. I only had the time to make a few models on this day and would have to do the brunt of the work on day 3. After that, I wanted to have something that would make the shop look less empty, so I made a simple crate in Roblox Studio just because I'm more comfortable with it and it would look the same either way. I made a second rock for variety, then started working on a barrel. On day 3, I started out by modeling a signboard. It took a lot longer than it should have because the rotation was acting kind of weird and I kept bothering my friends to ask if the top looked aligned or not. After that, I imported all of the models into Roblox Studio, then colored them. I also placed a texture pack but ended up not using it for anything but the lobby floor. I then started to place the paths using Archimedes and then the walls using Brush Tool. I know there are gaps between the walls, but they'll come in handy for the egg hunt that I'll talk about more later in the video. I wanted to add more to the campfire area, so I made a basic picnic blanket, then got to work on some mugs in Blender. After that, I was about to get started on the obby portion when I suddenly thought of putting a few balls for people to roll around when they're bored. So I did that and then made the obby portion. So this is a portion where I'm supposed to be showing a time lapse of me making the egg models while I talk about the egg hunt, but I just realized that I somehow didn't record any of that, so you're just gonna have to look at whatever this is. Anyways, I made 3 different egg costumes and hid them around the lobby. The first 10 people to find them will be featured somewhere in my next video, and in order to submit them, just message me screenshots of you next to the eggs. My Discord is on the screen right now, and I didn't have the time to make more egg costumes, but I definitely will later on, so keep an eye out for the future egg hunts. The last thing I modeled was the spawn pad, because I thought the regular Roblox spawn point was kind of boring. This is what it looks like in the finished lobby. Now you may be wondering, if I finish the obby zone and the campfire zone, then what about the shop zone? Well, brace yourself, because I channeled all of my pro Blender energy into making this the best shop you've ever seen. Yeah, so it's a lemonade stand, and I know I probably look lazy for this, but I actually did try to make a full shop building, and it just did not fit well with a very colorful, playful kind of lobby. And I actually really like the way this looks, so I'm pretty happy with it.